Hey everyone, in this episode I am leaving Mama T's and headed to Lushoto and learning some lessons the hard way. So this is an interesting one. I think it's pronounced Lushoto. Let me know what you think of that new intro. Hey, thanks for the supporters. Super appreciate you as always. So great. Please hit the thumbs up. Really helps me out. And subscribe. Had to get gas. Want to leave on a full tank. And I went to the wrong pump, but people got me in the right spot. And as usual, the bike is a dude magnet. I park and dudes come out of the woodwork and want to check it out. And this was no exception. So these guys were nice enough. I felt safe here, was in a very public place, and they were just chilling anyway. And they were polite and fun. I don't always feel safe, and especially when there's a large group of men, it feels yucky sometimes, but these dudes were cool. And they asked about the trip and the bike, and so I was telling them where I started from and where I went, and they were nice. So it was nice to interact with them. Again, that's not always the case, and I'm grateful for when it happens. So then I was on the road and headed out of town. Look at this sculpture in the middle of the roundabout. Isn't that cool? Kilimanjaro, some flames coming out there. Pretty fun. And I think these are baobab trees. We're going to see 1 million of them. So if they're not, someone please inform me, because I think they're at least in the family. I don't know. Anyway, they're super cool and I loved them. I love these markets on the side of the road too. Super awesome. If I knew what I was looking for, I would stop and maybe get something. But I really don't know. But they're sure fun to look at, and I love them. And here's some friendly people waving here. Love that. And then I'm going to be going near these mountains. Aren't they beautiful? I just love the mountains. And this is the second time I was pulled over at a checkpoint in Tanzania.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm fine. Where to now?
Lushoto?
Lushoto. Okay. Kiswahili sema Lushoto. Kiswahili sema safari njema. Safari njema means good voyage.
Thank you.
Good voyage.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
How nice was that? So great. Just telling me you have a good voyage. And oh, look at these palm trees. There's another one of those trees. Love it. But he was just super sweet, and I was pleasantly surprised. So this says slow down, strong wind ahead. I didn't encounter any strong wind, which I'm very grateful for. It can be tough on the bike, but look at this turnout here. Another like volcano and all the kinds of stuff. And then this is when the dirt road starts. And lots of livestock too. And they're so funny when they run fast. But so this road wasn't too bad. Lots of washboard in places. Praise Jesus, there was no mud and very little sand. A little sand here and there. It was loose here and there. And in the towns, there was some intermittent asphalt. But look at these loads these women are carrying on their heads, these huge loads. I don't know how much that weighs, but it looks like a lot. And I see women carrying things on their head all the time. And it's really remarkable. I am so impressed. Look at these loads they're carrying. And this is one of those interactions that turned out fine, but felt like it had potential for badness. I don't really know, but it turned out okay. And this guy right here was super cool, but with the difference in cultures and stuff, sometimes I don't really know what's cool and what's not. So with a little patch of tarmac here, I decided to get off and take a break. Look at the loads these women are carrying. Gosh, that's impressive. And some more friendly folks in this little village. It's really cool. Great trees. I love those trees. And I'm going to see lots of those. And then eventually the tarmac runs out and I'm on that washboard again. But the scenery really made up for it. It was so beautiful. And I saw monkeys, but I wasn't able to catch them on the GoPro. They were little like brown monkeys. And they just didn't show up well in the GoPro. And look at this bridge, okay? See, that's like a regular, normal bridge, like one might expect. A little foreshadowing there. And this is poop. It's a big old pile of poop. And see how big it is? I would love to know what made that. I want to pretend like it's an elephant. I don't really know, but I really want to see an elephant. Look at that big old rock. Boom, right there. There's another decent bridge. And there's a bus kicking up a lot of dust. I'm going to go for it. I made it. I passed him. Aren't you proud of me that I passed him on the dirt road? Friendly little kids there. So cool. Look at those trees. Tell me that's not a cool tree. I love them so much. And if these are indeed baobab trees, some of them have these giant nests in there. Look at those. Aren't those cool? Probably hummingbird nests, is my guess. It is so beautiful. Such a great area. And some of it was pretty lush, lots of vegetation, and some of it was more like arid brushland. Oh, so listen to these kids. Listen. I know that was difficult to hear, but they kind of all scream and squeal just before I honk there. And then in this area, this is a beautiful road in the city, but in this area, a lot of the women would wave and some of them would actually yell out and stuff too. That's what a bridge should look like. Look at this bridge. Look how terrifying that is. That terrified me. Such a surprise. And there was another one. I mean, I made it across there, but I ran out of asphalt again eventually. But it's really odd that so many of the women would wave in this area where they really didn't in other places. And it was only the men that would wave and stuff. Look at me passing another vehicle. Pretty awesome. Another friendly kid there. Okay, so this is what a bridge should look like, right? We all agree that's like a regular, normal bridge, okay? And I can pass people pretty easy when I'm on the asphalt, pass that boda, but as soon as I hit the gravel, boom, they pass me again. Oh, and then all kinds of livestock there. But okay, so here's a bridge. It's got a decent deck on it. And then look over here to the right. You see all the women doing the laundry and stuff in the river. I am assuming they're doing laundry. There's some chatter. See the women waving? So cool. Okay, this was terrifying. It's like crazy. It's got these big planks in the center and there's a drop off and I couldn't figure it out. Retrospectively, there's a lot of things I should have done differently here. See that machete? I sure did. And there were a lot of people around. This guy's trying to direct me over into that channel. And there's one dude over there. There's several dudes over here. And yep, trying to get into that channel and I dumped the bike. Nightmare.
Yeah, this is really heavy. What?
So all these dudes sprung into action to help. And I was super appreciative. I should have been riding in the trough to begin with, like that dude was.
Okay. Lift that up just a little bit. Yeah.
Up.
What?
Down. Ito competition. Ito competition.
You're gonna ride it?
Yeah.
Okay, I was already freaked out, but I did not want to let go of that handlebar.
Easy, easy.
So I'm sure my heart rate was like 140 right now. I'm just flooded with adrenaline. I'm not thinking clearly. I'm not happy about this situation at all. I did not want to have him on my bike.
Sabia kusukuma hapo. Sukuma nyuma huko. Oh. Okay.
So again, I could have done a million things different. In the heat of the moment, it was super stressful, and I would not choose to repeat it like that again. I was very appreciative of those guys. They really did help me out. I was still freaked out. I felt very uncomfortable. And they asked for money. I should have given them money. I wish I would have given them money, but I did not want to open my wallet around there at that time. I was pretty adrenalized already, and I was pretty scared, and I really just wanted to get away from there. I can't imagine what was going through my head that I let somebody else ride my bike. That was really an interesting occurrence. And I hope to never repeat it. Here's some more women waving, and they were yelling and stuff. It's hard to hear on the GoPro, but so unusual in this area that they do that. Okay, finally back to the main highway. I'm grateful I went that way. I wish I wouldn't have dumped the bike. Oh, and there's the brush that acts as the warning cones on either side. And here's a couple guys, and the one guy's like, whoa. And they're like, dude, there's a Mzungu back there. And so they both wave, and I wave back, and they're like, crazy Mzungu. And then this guy like totally cuts in front of me. Man, it scared me so bad. And then that tree had leaves on it. And that one had some leaves on it too. But those are the mountains that I'm heading to next. And you take this turn here and head up. And look at this little girl. She was so enthusiastic. It was fun. There's another YouTuber that called this road the most dangerous road in Tanzania. I hope that's true because it wasn't that bad. Look at that bridge. How cool is that? Apparently the Germans built this road like 70, 80 years ago or something like that. God granted me a pullover spot for every vehicle. I was so appreciative. But these bridges are awesome. Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at him. No hands, waving his hands around. No hands on the handlebar. That's his buddy waving. Pretty crazy. But it was very narrow. Had some hairpin turns. But it was a decent road. Don't go off the edge. Oh, it says take precautions for falling rocks. I'm not sure what precautions I was supposed to take. Here's another pull-out spot with the truck coming. Thank you very much. And then I saw all these bodas, and I was like, oh, there's a waterfall down there. So at the next pull-off, I whip in there. I'm like, I need a better picture than the GoPro can do. So I jumped off, grabbed my phone, and that's a much better picture. Not like being down there, but better than the GoPro. And then it was back on the road, get behind the bus. But I'm glad I stopped and took that photo. So, and the road had variation in conditions. There's a little waiver guy, and but overall it was good. Another pull-out spot. Thank you, Jesus. Let that truck go by. Cool waterfall there. And there's a little town here at this intersection, little village. And then we are heading the rest of the way. It's the final stretch here. And so these women I think are washing this fabric. I don't know. What is all this stuff? If somebody knows, please tell me. She was very friendly. Again, I love that the women wave. And then this is how you get around the buses. You get them on the dirt road part. They can't go fast there. Otherwise, it's really hard to get around those buses. And then this is the final roundabout to get into town and to my hotel. And there's the turnoff. Oops, blew right by it. Yeah, and the GPS is like, you missed it. So I get over here and pull over and look up the directions that the host sent me. It's like, oh, okay, I think it's right back there. All right, let me get turned around, get down the road here. It's been one of those days. Here we go. There it is. Is that it? Is that it? Or that's steep. So I didn't want to go down there with the bike in case it wasn't it and in case I couldn't turn around. So I walked down first. It was the place. So I hopped on the bike and rode down there. And I was very grateful to be at the end of this day. It took me most of the evening to calm down. There were some hard lessons for this day.
It'll be okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Okay.
Because I don't.
Yeah, that didn't really sound convincing to me either. This place was only $10 more a night than the campsite. So I was so grateful to have a shower and all that stuff too. Thanks for following along, and peace and love to you all.